Competition is an integral part of life. We compete all the time in games, sports, and races. But did you know that there is another sort of competition that is happening right now with thousands of life or death battles being played out every second, all invisible to your naked eye? The type of competition I'm referring to is interbacterial competition, otherwise known as bacterial warfare. The participants in bacterial warfare are bacteria. Bacteria are microscopic, single-celled creatures that exist almost everywhere on the planet, from the ocean to the soil in your garden, and even inside your own body. They usually live in densely packed communities composed of millions of genetically identical members known as clone mates. And like us, they need nutrients and space to survive and grow. So they are in constant battle with other bacteria in order to get these resources. Like any competition in bacterial warfare, there are winners and losers, strategies and counter-strategies, but all of it can happen in a blink of an eye and cost millions of lives on both sides. But you may be wondering, if bacteria are so tiny, how are they able to fight? Unlike humans, bacteria don't have eyes, hands, or brains. However, they do have the ability to craft astonishingly complicated weapons that they use to attack their enemies. One type of weapon many bacteria make is a toxin, which is a molecule that can spread to, enter, and kill its target. An interesting example of this is found in E. coli. E. coli is a common species of bacteria that hangs out in our guts. To fight against its competitors, it manufactures toxins known as colicins. Colicins are large proteins that attach to the surface of an enemy bacterium and make their way inside, where they wreak havoc by either punching holes in its cell wall or chewing up its DNA. The diffusibility of colicins allow them to be used as a long-range poison. It also serves as a signal for neighboring clone mates to contribute to the toxin production and therefore gives bacteria the ability to coordinate their chemical attacks. Another popular bacterial weapon is the type 6 secretion system, the bacterial equivalent of a spear or harpoon. The type 6 secretion system is a machine that a bacterium assembles out of multiple parts. Upon sensing nearby enemies, it can shoot the tip of the machine into them, injecting a load of deadly toxins. Some bacteria can even respond to an attack by a type 6 secretion system by poking their assailant in retaliation with one of their own type 6 secretion systems. This kind of bacterial duel is referred to as tit-for-tat competition and demonstrates the intricate interplay that can occur between competing bacteria. Finally, some bacteria can even send out viruses to their competitors. Viruses called phages will normally infect and kill bacteria, but some bacteria have evolved to harness them as a weapon. A bacterium does this by harboring the phage inside itself until it encounters a stressful situation, which is oftentimes a competing bacterial population. When this happens, the phage is activated, multiplies, and is released from it, killing it in the process. However, this sacrifice is worthwhile because the phages can spread and kill the enemies, benefiting the releasing cell's fellow clone mates. We are just scratching the surface of the possibilities in bacterial weaponry. In recent years, scientists have uncovered many other ways in which bacteria can fight, and there are likely many more that are yet to be discovered. Bacteria are not limited to employing just one of two of these weapons. In fact, some bacteria wield heavy arsenals consisting of a wide array of weaponry, which helps them respond to the variety of bacterial enemies they face in their environment. Pseudomonas aeruginosa is a bacterium that carries at least 6 different weapons, including multiple toxins, a type 6 secretion system, and phages. But besides the fact that bacterial warfare is so fascinating, why should we study it? Well, some of the toxins used in bacterial warfare can also be used by us to get rid of the harmful bacteria that cause disease. For example, streptomyces is a species of bacteria that naturally produces many toxins to combat its enemies. We have taken advantage of some of these toxins and other bacterial weapons by using them as drugs to treat deadly bacterial infections. We call these drugs antibiotics, and they are a cornerstone of modern medicine. Maybe you remember having to take an antibiotic for a fever or sore throat. If so, you may owe your health in part to the microscopic complexities of bacterial warfare.